Hey guys, this is Magamu, and today I'm looking at the Excalibur Warframe. Excalibur is one of the first Warframes available to players when they start the game. But don't let that fool you, as he's nicely balanced between offense and utility. And he's one of the few frames that can still bring a knife to a gunfight. Or rather, a bag of knives that explode and kill everything. His stats like power, defense, and speed are all moderate with no true weaknesses. His component blueprints drop from the boss Ambulus on Pluto. Once you get him, you'll notice a nice offensive skill set with just enough utility to make him useful at high levels. His first skill, Slash Dash, propels Excalibur forward, dealing damage to enemies in a straight line. At max rank, it deals a pretty decent 500 damage, which is Serrated Blade Armor Ignore, making it extremely effective versus Infested. And it only costs 25 energy, so you can clear a room of enemies pretty easily. But don't forget the travel time has a bit of utility, and you can cross quite a bit of distance modded. Slash Dash is affected by strength, range, and duration mods. But just know that duration mods actually affect travel distance. Radio Blind causes Excalibur to have a He-Man moment, flashing a bright light and blinding all enemies in range. Now, Radio Blind is his most underappreciated skill by new players because they have yet to see the importance of utility. Sure, his 2 damage skills are nice, but at high levels, stunning a group of infested ancients out the crusty objective is priceless. In fact, for the crafty player, Radio Blind could be just as effective as Vauban's Bastille if modded correctly, trading total enemy stasis for an unlimited number of enemies blinded. Don't underestimate this skill. Radio Blind separates the professional Excaliburs from the noobs, and Radio Blind is affected by duration and range mods. Super Jump, probably the weirdest name for a skill, launches Excalibur into the air, allowing him to jump much higher than normal. It could be used to reach high areas or get into secret spots. But there are very few maps where you'll get the most out of this ability, one being the Orcan Void. And honestly, horizontal mobility is much more useful than vertical mobility. But just for fun, you can throw on a heavy impact mod and stomp a few enemies Mario Brothers style. But only for fun. Jump height is affected by strength mods. Excalibur's 4th skill, Radio Javelin, sends a bunch of blades outward, dealing damage and impelling enemies to walls. At max rank, it launches 15 javelins. That number increased by strength mods that deal 1000 damage each, also improved by strength mods. Radio Javelin has the ability to do tons of damage. The damage type is Serrated Blade, which is Armor Ignore and deals 3 times damage to light infested. Not that it needs to, because it will kill Grenier and Corpus just as easily. However, there are some very high level enemies that'll take a knife to the face and just keep coming. At that point, Radio Blind will come in handy. Radio Javelin is affected by strength and range mods, and especially the corrupt Blind Rage mod at a cost to energy efficiency. Now, here's a mod build to get you started with Excalibur. Excalibur has a neutral aura polarity, so feel free to add whatever you want, but personally I added Energy Siphon. Now add Redirection for shields, Streamline and Flow for energy use, Focus for skill damage on Slash Dash and Radio Javelin, Continuity for more duration on Radio Blind and range on Slash Dash, and Stretch for all of his skills. Note that Stretch affects the width of Slash Dash's damage area. Now, as you reach higher level enemies, from here you'll have to decide what type of player you want to be. So take out Super Jump, which gives you 14 more mod energy to spend. And this is the point where Excalibur's versatility can give you infinite options. And I switched to Narrow Minded for difficult defense because it keeps Ancients stunned for much longer to kill them. And for those who participated in the Founders program who have an Excalibur Prime, he has a V Aura polarity and another V polarity, making him perfect for damage-based builds. Now currently I'm wearing the Pendragon helmet for more skill damage at the cost of armor, but you can also wear the Avalon helmet for more shields with a loss in health. But I have to say, honestly, you should just know how Excalibur mods affect him and build it the way that you want. There are so many cool Warframes with cool abilities, and sometimes people forget how fun or versatile the Alpha Frame can be. Yes, now that I'm done adding mods that actually make sense, I can go back to doing this. I'm living this time, this time, this time, this time. I'm enjoying it.
Hands up, hands up. When they see me, man, they go bananas. But they know I'm nigga this high, yeah.